What's up, everybody? My name is Cap, the Everyday Gamer, and today Minecraft Beta 1.6 was released. If you look in the top left hand corner, you see it says 1.6.2. What that means is since this morning when version 1.6 actually hit, he's released 2 more quick patches to fix a few things that were broken with the update, a few small little bugs. Now, with this patch came about 78 different bug fixes, and I'll post a link in the comments to the actual change logs so that you can see it, but I wanted to show you a few of the things that were added. One of the first things that was added was trapdoors, and you make those by getting wood planks and you place them in 2 rows at the bottom, and you get 2 at a time. Now with a trapdoor, what you can do is it has to be sitting next to a block like this or like this. It has to be sideways, but when you right click it, it opens similar to a normal door, and you can dig straight down as far as you want to, basically, and then close it and walk back over it. Now from what I've seen, if you place them like side by side, put one there and one here, you can have it work as kind of a drawbridge. So if you had a long narrow path, you could have 2 side by side, and that way you could open it, both of them up, and keep things from being able to pass over your little bridge. Now the next major thing that was added was a map. Now in order to be able to make the map, you need to have paper and a compass. So for starters, to be able to make a compass, you need to get your iron ingots, these things right here, you get by cooking iron ore, place in a diamond shape, and then you place a redstone in the middle. Gives you a compass. Now to get paper, you need to find the sugar canes, which they used to be called reeds or bamboo, because they kind of look like bamboo when you find them. But to make paper, you just place them straight across, 3 in a row at the bottom, and you get 3 at a time. Now to be able to make the map, you get your paper and you make a surrounding frame, and then you get your compass and throw it in the middle, and now you got a map. Now, when you look at your map, you'll see it pops up here, and what your map's going to do is it's going to reveal terrain as you're walking. Now, if you look up, it kind of hides your map so you can see while you're walking, and then you can scroll back down with the camera, basically, and you'll see that it shows in real time what's changing. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to do some speed up of me walking around looking at this so you can see how it's actually changing, so I'm not going to say anything for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a second. You can see, from where I started, it's kind of unwrapped some stuff, and from what I've gathered is if you're doing this in multiplayer and you and a friend are both using your maps and plotting out the terrain, once you meet up with each other, I guess side by side or however, they'll sync up, and from that point you'll be able to see everything that they've seen, and they'll be able to see everything you have, so you'll be able to kind of share a map. And also from what I've heard is that if you drop your map, if you throw it and then a friend picks it up, it'll continue on opening up from wherever they're going. So it won't just start back over if you drop it. But this is a very handy little feature for when you're just trying to figure out where you want to set up a house or whatever like that, just to kind of see what all is available in your terrain area. Now, in the long list of bug fixes that was on there, most of them I have to say were probably multiplayer, but there was a few things fixed in single player that would be beneficial, like fire no longer burns infinitely, whereas if you saw like some of the other projects I did, I light a fire and just let it go, and it burns until it runs out of stuff to burn, basically. Now, it doesn't actually do that. It'll only burn for a short little while, and then it's done. It'll put itself out. So for massive fires, for people that accidentally light their house on fire using my incinerator how-to guide, maybe your whole thing won't burn down now. Something else is if you're riding a minecart and you take a fall in it, as in like you ramp off a cliff like I did in my other video, now you'll actually take damage. That I'm not a huge fan of because I like being able to do the ramps and jumps, but not a big deal. That's not a game breaker by any means. Quite a few small little glitches. Most of everything that was fixed are minor in terms of importance of getting the bugs fixed, game breaking kind of things. A lot of them were just tiny little glitches here and there. There was a few big things you fixed, so you can connect multiplayer via IPv6 now. So yeah, that's about it. Nothing else really major. If you have any questions, definitely ask them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer every one of them if I can. One real quick question that I always get is, it works in version beta 1.6 and up. So if you're using alpha or 1.5 or anything lower than that, the map's not going to work, the trapdoor's not going to work, the hatches, whatever. So that's a question I almost always get on every one of these update videos. So 1.6 or higher, and yes, that counts 1.6.1 or 0.2 or anything after that. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you later.